right. Are we here? We are here. All right. Hello, everybody. I am Technovoid, your classic streamer who streams maybe once every 2 years at this fucking rate. We're back with more Dreamcore. For those of you who are not familiar with this game, first of all, highly recommend you go check out my review of it on my channel, because if I do say so myself, it's a pretty cool video. But that being said, Dreamcore is a game made by Montreluz that sort of explores liminal spaces in, as of the full release, no entities, no jump scares, very much just an exploration of liminal spaces, which is really nice because there really aren't many of those kinds of games at all. So it's really cool to see something like that. This is the third update. The original release came out with the Dream Pools and with Eternal Suburbia, which were both good levels. I have some issues with Eternal Suburbia. I think Dream Pools is extremely well done. Might be perhaps the best like modern liminal experience I've had. I mean, obviously, you have games like Yume Nikki and stuff like that stick with you, but like in modern times, like Backrooms era, I think Dream Pools is perhaps the best. Eternal Suburbia I did have some issues with. That being said, the Eternal Suburbia I do believe was updated with a bunch of like reworks of things that like I found frustrating. Haven't had a chance to go back and play that yet. I've been meaning to get to it. I will do it. But today we actually have a new one. We have Playrooms. Now, before we get into it, I just want to personally say I'm not huge on this aesthetic. Like, we have Mall coming up sometime in the winter, allegedly. I'm not. I love Abandoned Mall. When it comes to Playrooms, I'm not huge on it. There's some parts of the aesthetic, like birthday parties, that I think are delightfully creepy and enjoyable. But like overall, like the McDonald's stuff, you know, the McDonald's play places and things like that, I'm just not personally too keen on. I don't. It doesn't. It's good for a creepy vibe, but I just liminally, I think they're just okay. So I'm kind of going into this one with a bit of a tampered expectation. I'm surprised it's out as quickly as it is. For how long I have to imagine these maps take because of how big they are, I am surprised to see this is already out, so I'm kind of going in, trying to tamper my expectations. But regardless, we will play through the level tonight, and then I will give my thoughts. Will I make another video on the main channel? No, probably not. I think I've said everything that needs to be said about Dreamcore in that video already, but I am really looking forward to this regardless. I came out of my don't stream ever slumber when I saw that this was out. It wasn't even supposed to be out until next week. I was getting ready to play it on next week's stream because it was supposed to come out like on Thursday, and then Montreluz released it like last Saturday, and I was like, wait, wait, no, I need to do it. Anyway, so let's get into it. Yeah, I'm still excited. You know, even if this aesthetic is not my favorite, I am still really looking forward to seeing what Montreluz does here, because, I mean, even with Eternal Suburbia, which I think had some issues, there was never, even when I was frustrated, it still felt exactly what it needed to feel like. Oh, moving parts. We got a rolling ball. Playrooms. Yeah, I think this aesthetic has potentially, even if it's liminally, I feel like not the most interesting. I think from a creepiness factor, this has a lot of potential. All right, do I not have the CRT? Let's get the VHS on. I don't know why that's off. Probably because I was getting footage of it off when I was testing. Okay, yeah, there we go. That looks much better. And let's get the... Has it changed my options? Where's the... sensitivity? I want to bring that down a little bit. No, that's too low, actually. Let's bring that back up. This is probably what it was, and I just need to get reused to it. Okay. Alright, well, where did we... Oh, that would explain where we fell from. Can I move these balls? Oh, there's a lot of them. it looks like I cannot interact with them, which is fine. All right, Pastel room. Let's see what we've got here. How do I zoom in on this? There we go. Looks like we've got some lights, one of those signs. Okay. A button. Didn't seem to do any. Ooh, this is dark. Let's see what we're looking at here. Pretty empty so far. Okay, alright. What do we have here? The sky room. Okay, so already we're kind of seeing similar to Dream Pools, where you potentially have these like Nexus rooms. Like this is obviously going to be super, like, you will know where you are when you come to this room. You have very like the ladder, the ball. It's nice for orienting yourself, which I can appreciate. Okay. Alright, we're kind of looping backwards now. So I wonder if now this map is going to go behind where we started. Interesting. Okay. Ooh. I do really like the use of shadows in this map already. And the lighting, I think, is really, really well done. That is good lighting. See, I'm not a fan, really, of this aesthetic, but this is pretty decent already. I gotta give it props. Okay, yeah, I do like these sort of dark and... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm a big fan of the meaningless windows. Okay, this is... You know what? I might have to immediately take back what I'm saying. This is already pretty solid. Okay. Okay. The darkness, man. Never feels quite right. Another Nexus room here. Okay. It's like a save point of some kind. Okay, where are we going? What is our goal? In the previous ones, our goals have been to collect some kind of item. We had a flashlight, we had a key, and then that leads us to a door. Hello, friend. Very cool. I should probably be like sort of mapping out in a specific direction. Not doing a good job of that. Good lighting, good lighting. Okay, okay, okay. So what are we doing here? I think maybe the way to... Is that another door? Okay. Stop. The maze room. Okay. Probably gonna need a key. Oh, each one of them... The sky room had a different color, so probably each of those lights... Probably something in each of those rooms corresponds to one of the lights on the main door, and then we kind of loop back around, I'm assuming. Alright, let's just kind of keep going around here. Like the darkness. Yeah, that's good. That's good shit. A lot of different ways to go here. Go up. Stop. That's ominous, man. It's really ominous. It does a really, really good... I mean, here's the thing, right? Like, with lots of Backrooms games, you have your classic monsters following you or whatever. But, I mean, I have a... not issue. Did I hear something? No, surely not. I'm personally not a fan of, like, the monster style of the horror. Like, that's not for me. So I appreciate this, but something, even if you are okay with that, those maps, I should just talk while I'm saying this, those maps are designed to be gamey, because they're designed with something chasing you, they're designed with a game mechanic in mind, right? So, and this isn't even the fault of the developers, this is just the different style of game they're trying to make, but you're kind of forced to build your world almost like in a boring way, where it doesn't feel liminal. Like, even if you took the monster out of those games, it would just be boring because the world is designed around having something in there, right? So, what this does so well is because it's not designed around that, it really lets you play with just how the maps look, how the maps are so labyrinthine. Interesting. And it feels liminal in a way that those games simply cannot achieve. Because whereas those games are forced to account for other gameplay mechanics, this game isn't. This game only has to account for walking around, and you can walk around anywhere. So it really lets the developer play into the architecture. Another room. So we've now found 3 doors. I'm guessing there's 4 total. I always like we have had one of these. Did we have one of these in Eternal Suburbia? I don't think so. But we had like this almost exact same style in Dream Pools, and I just love this. The empty recesses in the wall. I don't know why. I mean, it's very Amagara fault. I'm a big fan. Okay, we at some point we should stop mindlessly walking around and back to the start. Okay, so we found 3 doors. No way to get in them. So we need to start finding some keys. We need to start figuring out how everything connects up. But at the very least, we know that there's a couple of doors very close to the entrance. So now it's just a matter of figuring out how to get into those doors. Oh, the darkness is really well done. I know I already said that, but the way you play with light in this map, really, it's like it's given me goosebumps. Oh man, to get jump scared by chairs. Okay, so we're back here. I know generally where we are now. Okay, so we have looped around in an interesting way there. I know generally how that works. Let's go upstairs. I think we might have to start paying attention to the colors of the walls. I don't know, it's so funny to me, and maybe this is just a me thing. Maybe this isn't everybody. Caution, stairway. How despite everything being so meaningless and topsy-turvy, I kind of managed to develop a mental map anyways. Is that... Oh. Okay, so a green key. Did we find a green door? Was Maze green? I think Maze might have been green. And honestly, I think... You know what? Part of me just wants to put... I mean, I want to keep exploring, but part of me wants to put my money on my mouth is and just immediately go to the green door, because I think I know where it is. I kind of want to keep exploring, though. When we exit this area, when we sort of find a new aesthetical region, I might go back, but the really harsh glare contrasted by this really dark hallway, it's fantastic. It's really fantastic. Okay. Okay. So this is feeling a lot more like Dream Pools than Eternal Suburbia, I will say, with sort of the layout, which makes sense. Suburbia had a very distinct layout, which, you know, I had some issues with, but, ooh, this is fun. Polka dot floors. And now we're going into yellow. Oh, man. Man, I want to go back. I want to go back and, like, prove that I can find the door, but... And it's funny, I was just about to say in the last thing, like, it's like, yeah, we're... Oh, that scared me a little bit. Okay, is that, like, the maze room? That looks like it might be the maze room. I mean, that looks like the like, McDonald's play stuff I was talking about earlier. We're gonna go there? I want to go there. Yeah, I mean, despite this feeling like that, a lot of these rooms are very empty. Which, I mean, is fine. It's liminal, but it's pretty samey. Although I was thinking that before we got to the new. Okay, now these kinds of rooms I really like because, and I'm still early enough in the map that I feel like there's of course quite a bit that we haven't explored. But it's always very fun when you're like coming through and you're like, yeah, okay, I have a good sense of where everything else, and then you enter a room like this and you're like, wait, hold on, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's like 9 different like ways into this nexus point. It's like, wait, hold on. This is so big. Whenever you think you're not lost, whenever you think, okay, I have a handle on this, and then you're just introduced to the absolute insanity of how insanely big something is, I just think that's cool. Okay, I could keep going down, but I kind of want to stay up here. I like this room a lot. That door calls to me. Something about the light placement just makes me interested in what's over here. Oh, that's a bit trippy. Go that way, huh? Well, I mean, that's a fair point, but I think I'll go this way, actually. Balls on the ground, balls on the ground. Bit dark here. Egg-shaped door? New door shape just dropped? Is there something over there, or is it just dark? It's just dark. What is happening here? Ooh. Oh, that's good. I like that too. Something about small alcoves in dark area. Not probably just my imagination. Probably fine. Oh, this one's almost kind of ominous. All the other ones had like balls. This one doesn't. We got some more balls over there. Egg doors. Stop. Don't go in that hole. Don't do it. Ah, okay. So that's where we were. Yeah. Oh, looking down on the ground now, I'm realizing how many more doors there were to that nexus point. It was not the 8 I counted. It was far more. We have another key here? No. Wait, okay, we've been in here. We've been in here. I think we came out of that one, went into that one. Is this the room I think it is? This might be. I think we've been around down there. It's fucking dark. It's fucking dark, bro. And now it's fucking light. Yeah, it's interesting because I don't really have much nostalgia for this aesthetic at all. I have some, but I don't know, it never really stuck with me. But certain aspects of it, like generally the whole pastel stuff doesn't really speak to me, but this floor, like, does, definitely. And it's just interesting how certain things stick in your head. This, I would have to imagine, is part of the sky room. Okay, so we're kind of getting glimpses into other areas, which is fun. But we still gotta find some more keys. Right now we have the green key. Any keys? Hey, guys! Am I gonna get jump scared by one of you? What? No? Nothing? And now that I know that you're here, I mean, I kind of already knew that you were here because of the pole. that you guys overwhelmingly want. What the hell? Lego World? I want to go to Lego World. But no, now I have to be slightly on edge for those guys. Chairs. Where are these keys at? I know a lot of folks don't like to play this game with the VHS filter, which I understand to a degree. I think it can be a bit hard on the eyes. But I don't know. I've watched footage of people playing it without it, and I think it looks fine. I've obviously turned it off myself before. This is fun. I don't know why. Who was here? Why was it set up like that? But I don't know. The game has, and I don't say this is a bad thing. I mean, with how fucking enormous this game is, it was bound to happen. There are some like visual glitches, and you know, the textures aren't perfect. Nothing's perfect. And like that's an issue I have with other games, right? Like whenever you have those imperfections, they completely take you out of the experience. They remind you that this is a game. But when you have this filter on, they kind of don't feel like that, you know? Like the imperfections and the glitches just feel like camera tearing. They feel like something the camera is doing. And it sort of adds to it almost. I do like that. Okay. Wow, we literally just did a loop. That's fun. That's very Playrooms coded. Just in its ability to get me just immediately turned around and do a mini circle. I am potentially slightly lost right now, which is a good thing. Okay, we're here again. Wow, we are looping. That's awesome. That's very fun. Yeah, I could not tell you which of these two doors I've been in. I could not tell you. I've not been trying to build a map too hard in my brain. I've just kind of been going where the doors take me and just sort of accepting it as it is. At some point I will probably start need to cataloging where these rooms are located. Oh, can I get under there? I cannot. That's a shame. I really would have been nice to be able to duck under there, but I get it. Is this new or is this the... Yes, okay, this is that. Alright, fair enough. Where are these keys? There should be 3 other keys. And that's not going to be one of them, because yeah, we've been in this room, there's that. I don't believe we've been this way. No, this is exactly where we went. Okay. So let's go somewhere else. But we've been in here too? My ass is on a looping predicament? I have explored these rooms. I have been to these places before. Alright, we're trapped in a loop. I gotta figure out my way out. Gotta figure out how to exit. This feels like I've done it before, but maybe not. The rooms are... Huh? Man, okay. This one, I think, is the only door we have not passed through in this little section, but I need to find a way out of this section. Okay. Okay, back into squares, back into egg doors. Where did we pick up this key? I think we picked up this key from an area with these color walls. Yeah, because it's green. So we picked up green key. So we have already found the key for this area. Gotta keep exploring. Okay. Stop. stop. But yeah, I whenever I play this game, and this is a good thing, I think. That was weird artifacting. I like that. That was cool. I kind of just start wandering around with my thoughts, and I don't know how many thoughts I actually finish while playing this, but I think that's good. Just kind of go with the flow, you know? But yeah, like with other games, since you're so focused on making it accessible as like a gameplay mechanic, you can't build things that feel liminal. Whereas here, like all of this, it tells a story in a weird way. These worlds they're devoid of any sort of personality, and in doing so they kind of develop their own, how do I put this? I'm trying to think of a way to say this. It's like every space that we occupy, the way we occupy it sort of defines it. Like you can enter any kind of room and get a sense of the people who live there, the people who use it, the purposes for it. Because I mean that's what they're there for. They're places for things to happen and for people to live. But when you have a room that doesn't have that is completely devoid of purpose and completely devoid of reason, that kind of ends up being its own unique... Another key? Red? Okay. That kind of ends up being its own unique personality. And since there's no person, because you see a room and you almost define the person's personality by what you see in the room. Like you see a messy room and it's like, this person's probably, holy shit, that is dark. You're like, this person's probably kind of a slow. Oh, it's that fucking giraffe. Bro, you scared me, man. And you sort of do that, but when it's clear that there is no person that set it up like that, the room takes on that personality. And you end up with, like, what feel like these spaces that are just pretending to be spaces, pretending to be real. And it's really creepy, and I love that. I mean, I think in large part that is like my fascination with the aesthetic just comes down to how it's like the uncanny valley, right? You can have an uncanny valley of like people, and it's like the faces that don't look right. But beyond that, you can have an uncanny valley of places. And not even like places of places. Like obviously like you can have like uncanny valley of places. That is like what liminal spaces are. That's fine. But I even just mean like uncanny valley of people, right? Like a room pretending to be a person. Like that doesn't make sense. But it's kind of the vibe you get. It's like it wants someone to be here. It wants someone to live here. It wants someone to use these things. It puts all these things out for people to find, for people to use, but it doesn't understand, because it's not a person. It doesn't know, like, these balls, like, why are they here? They, like, allegedly someone has used them. They're all splayed out on the ground haphazardly. There has to be a purpose for that, and yet there isn't. There just isn't. And it's like, it's saying, no, stay here, stay. play with my haphazardly scattered balls. Please use my chairs that I've put here so neatly for you in completely unusable ways. Like, there's no reason a person would sit there in that place with nothing to do, but the room doesn't understand that, and it's almost like hungry. Okay, so we're back here. I'm gonna try and loop my way back to green door, although at this point I kind of have lost myself in the sauce. Yeah, no, that's... Oh, no, you're right. You got me. The liminal feeling has been destroyed. No, that's funny, that's good. Bro, I'm not going to play with your haphazardly scattered balls. That's weird. Real indeed. I just think it makes for such an interesting aesthetic. There's so many of these. I have gotten so turned around. I thought I knew. When I first reached that room where I picked up that key for the first time, I was like, I felt very confident I would be able to get back to the entrance. But now not so sure. Although now this is starting to ring a bell. And now I've lost it all again. And I've lost it all again. I think this generally leads us back to the entrance in a kind of a roundabout way, if I recall. Is this the entrance, perchance? No, but this is the toys room, which I believe we have the door to, the key to. Now, if my calculations are correct, there is still one key that we have not found, so we're gonna have to go back for that at some point. At the very least, let's see what's in the toy room. Welcome to the toy room. At what age did you stop playing with toys? What do you mean, stop? I already am liking this aesthetic more than the pastel rooms. A pastel room, I think, had some nice architectural design for getting lost. Like, it kind of had that pool rooms feel, but aesthetically it was kind of boring. Whereas this is already immediately interesting to me. I like that. Ooh, spooky. Interesting hardwood floors. Let's see what we've got back this way. Another door? Where does this exit out into? Okay. You know, immediately just much more variation. Oh. Freddy? Freddy Fazbear, is that you? Is he gonna come to life and kill me? I sure hope not. That would suck. The scribbles, those are very interesting. Those are very interesting. Another door here. To the maze room. Interesting, so the rooms are all interconnected. They're not only... I kind of was thinking of the pastel room as a hub. But I guess that's not the case. I guess they're all interconnected. So we'll have to keep that in mind. And supposedly there's going to be something in here. Some way to turn on the light. So we're gonna have to find that. Plain. It's feeling pretty plain to me. Cars. And the scribbles again, it's like... I mean, they feel childlike. They feel like a child did them, but, like, no child is getting up there. And it's just like... These are nothing. I think emulating children's drawings is a very, very interesting... sort of... not dynamic. It's I think it's good for horror. I think children's drawings are like just that perfect level of abstracted from reality. That's a big ass slide where they're creepy. Like they're like, oh yeah, no, this is again. It's kind of the same thing where they're human but they're not human. Because kids' imaginations are they're just so vivid that, you know, they're not realistic at all, but you sort of you get bits and pieces of that out of a child's drawing. Let's go this way. We didn't go this way yet. This is tiny ass Mazda ass. Why are they here? Oh, bouncy castle. Oh well, I mean, Playrooms. If you wanted me to stay forever, you've accomplished it. Why would I ever leave this? Oh wait, I can't. Oh okay, I thought I got soft laps. Dark yet darker. Been here. Okay. I don't remember. I don't think we turned there, did we? I think we went straight. Yeah, that's where the dog is. Okay. We've got a couple more rooms to explore here, I think. So if we go back this way. Yeah. No, that was the cars. Wait, hold on. We did explore that. We're on another loop. Gotta figure out which of these we didn't go down. Is this my... That's the slide. Let's go this way. Do we got here? That's the plane. Huh. Is this the entrance? This is just the entrance. I feel like I've explored this entire area. What? Oh. Oh, that's killing me. This ground. It's like we were talking about how it's like sometimes some things you don't have the nostalgia for and some things you do. This carpet just hit me like a fucking truck. Oh my god, now this room. Oh no, and the fucking trains. Holy shit, I was a train fiend as a kid. Oh my god, yes. Oh, this is something. Oh no, no, this room is killing me. It's all so big. It's all so big. It doesn't make sense. Why is it so big? Some kind of machine? Power generator? Okay, I guess that would have been the toys room. Was I needed to find that. Now to find my way out of here. Although I'm not sure I want to, dude. Fucking trains? That's awesome. I like that. It's the little things, man. Oh, I was a big fan of that room. Oh, what the fuck? This is completely the same. This world is what it's all about. This is my favorite room so far. Or rather, this section. And this hits me deep in the nostalgia. Legos. I gotta go check out the Legos. They're so big. Why is it so big? I don't think they make Legos this big. I've seen some big ones, but this is pushing it. Is this a turtle suburbia with Legos? That's extremely funny. I want to go over there, man. Oh, that's kind of peak. Oh, you can see. I'm so you know, a developer absolutely could have just put like a blank thing here. We actually went and modeled all the. I mean, I'm assuming you potentially got the models from somewhere for most of this stuff and just upscaled it. But man, that's awesome. Where am I going? Oh, I gotta go through all these houses. Door open. This is really cool. I was kind of feeling potentially with the Pastel room stuff that it was going to be. And this is the water tower. Oh, that's awesome. I was kind of thinking it was like, oh, okay, yeah, no, this aesthetic isn't really doing much for me. This is potentially not going to be as interesting, but no, this trains and Lego stuff, incredible work, love it. And we're back to this. Oh, we entered and exited. Okay, all right. Had a fun little Lego detour. Let's see what's over this one now. I mean, we're done in the toy room. So I should probably go find the door to the maze room now that I saw earlier. But I kind of just want to move through here. See what else there is to see. Not too keen on leaving this area too quickly. It's definitely the most visually interesting place so far. Okay, so do we explore all that? We probably explored all that then. Alright, let's see. We went down that way. We haven't been here, although this might be the same room. Okay, that's the generator. Okay, so we could probably... This is going to be blocked off. No, it's not. I'm thinking of something else. I think that's the way we have to actually go to leave, but... Or no, this is. Okay, yeah. So we can just exit here. That's the... Which of these doors did we come from? Okay, this is all. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I was thinking as we were passing through here, I know where we are, and I remember doing this, and I should just backtrack. But now I'm realizing I don't know if I've been through that other door, unless that other door leads to the empty section of the toy room. This might have been where I originally came from. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so if we're here, we need to find our way. And that's really clever, because when I saw that, I was thinking, okay, we've come back to the entrance. I thought that was the entrance, but that was actually an entrance to a different area. Just looked similar. Okay, need to figure out my way back here. Kind of retrace my steps. Okay, so that puppy. So if we see that puppy, I think we want to turn left here. We want to keep going straight, turn left. Although now I'm not so sure. We might be looping now. Is this the cars? That is the cars. Okay, so we're going to keep going this way. It's these vehicles. At this point, I think... Wait, is this... That is a loop. Okay. Alright, if that's a loop... Turn this way. Okay, the bouncy castle. We can't forget the bouncy castle. And I don't believe we ever turned to the right here. I'm kind of curious what's down this way. Probably another loop of some sort. Or a couple. Oh! Oh, this is the entrance? Oh, I think we just, at the start, just turned the other direction there. Yeah. Okay, easy enough out, and that would be the way out, if I recall, but I'm kind of curious to see what's in this direction. What was out this door? Oh! And this just would take me into Legoland to start. And that's going to go that way, and that's going to go that way. Okay, so what's down this way? Because I now have oriented myself here, so I'm just kind of curious what else we have. Now my guess is this is going to take me to a place that I can see Pastel room. If my orienting is correct? No? Oh, maybe? It doesn't look like Pastel room. Although we do have another door here. I was gonna go back for Maze room, but I guess we'll do Sky room. We can't. That's the one key we never found. Okay. We're not gonna go do Sky room. Never mind. Alright, but, okay. We can orient our way back here. Because I generally know the path. It's so funny walking on the Legos because it feels like I'm not running properly, but that's just because I'm not used to Legos being this big. It's like, man, I'm so slow, but I'm kind of not. I'm covering the same distance. It just feels like a lot less because, you know, Lego to scale. Alright, let's go back this way. I think I know exactly how to get to Maze room from here. Gotta pass through there. Pass through this door. Yeah, like, I immediately feel so much faster in this room, despite the fact that I'm going the exact same distance. Is there a toggle on the run? Probably not. Okay, so that takes me back to Pastel. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. Gonna go through here. Go through this door. Pass in here, turn right, and then we should have... Thought we had a maze room around here. There it is. Alright, and this we do have the key for. Alright, let's see what awaits us in Maze Room. Is Maze Room gonna be the, McDonald's? It sure is. Welcome to the Maze Room. Did you get lost a lot when you were a child? Okay, this area kinda makes the game chug a little bit. I'm feeling that already. Which makes sense. I mean, you're rendering a whole fuck ton of meshes. So I'm kinda not surprised. But We might be here for a while. Okay, we're at the top now. Okay, this should make moving around probably significantly easier. Oh, I can go through the tube, hell yeah. I don't want to though. Generally just want to listen for another generator, I think. I feel like if I go down, I'm gonna just go and get lost. I cannot tell if I'm... Yeah, I have to look backwards for this. Poiple maze room. Seeing some fun floor down here. Is that the, like, the puzzle piece floor? Like the foamy puzzle piece floor? Oh, it absolutely is. Fantastic. How lovely! This is nice. Couple of doors. Alright, let's go left. You know what they say, left is right. Oh, it's fucking dark in here. Whoa. Whoa. This floor goes crazy. This is like, it's like I'm in a movie theater all of a sudden. Is there anything up there? Does this, like, lead to another thing, or... Sure, let's go through it. Why not? What's the worst that could happen? I get lost for all eternity? Yeah, that's fine. Skill issue, if so. Oh, okay. I just exit out. This is just a little fun little adventure, if you're so inclined. Balls. Another one? I thought I heard. Yeah, I hear a generator. Definitely hearing something. Am I not? Am I crazy? This place might be driving me insane. I swear I'm hearing it. Maybe not. Maybe I'm not actually hearing anything. I think that might just be my footsteps. I've gone on a wild goose chase, it seems. Unfort. Skill issue. Bro, they got me going in circles like crazy. Oh! Oh! Hi, guys! What's up? Hey, everybody, it's the friends. I'ma leave now. Bye-bye, friends. Yeah, I have no fucking clue how to get out of this place. Just gotta keep walking. Generally try and get higher ground. Oh, I'll take a pipe. If I don't hear a generator, I'm gonna take a pipe to a new room. It's like, can't tell if those are colors or if it's just chipped. Oh, blue again? We've been in this one. Okay, I'm going to try and find my way back to the top, because I believe there was a path I did not go down, because I just wanted to see if this was the floors I was thinking of. This game, you know, successfully across all of its levels, I think. Maybe that's not true in Eternal Suburbia? I'm trying to think. No, even in Eternal Suburbia, I think not once have I ever run into a dead end. Which is really, I think, really important for the sake of making the exploration feel good. I feel like you're always, like, finding something new, is never having a dead end. Because dead end truly just means direct backtracking through a thing you've already seen. And this game does, I mean, backtracking in this game I think is valuable on occasion for, like, figuring out where you're going. But it's never required. It's always a choice. And I think that's very important. Because when you stop making it a choice and you start making it a requirement for progression, I just think it starts to feel bad. Also, it's really funny how I always have to look backwards for these. It's just too dark in here. With the exception... Oh, this one's fucking green and creepy? With the exception of the basement of Dream Pools, which I still think is maybe... And even... No, I'm gonna clarify that. I was gonna say that's the most effective use of light the game has had so far, but there it's very much an active use of not having any light whatsoever, making it have extremely poignant vibes. Otherwise, I do think Playrooms in general has had the best use of shading and color. I keep thinking I'm hearing the thing. I think it might just be wishful thinking. Because I want to get out of the maze. Where I come from, where to go. Have I been this? I've been this way. Bruh. I'm doing a loop. I want to go there. Okay, so I just want to generally find my way down. Understood. That's up. What's up, bro? That's up, bro. Okay, looking for a path downwards. Continue down. We're going to ground level, baby. Yeah, ground level, baby. Okay. Is this the game's first dead end that I found? Is it truly? Oh, I take back what I've said. I take back what I've said, Montreluz. You did put dead ends in this one. Oh, that's a bit disappointing. I was just talking about how I think it's so impressive that there are no dead ends and how that really impacts the exploratory nature. But alas, 'twas bound to happen eventually, I suppose. But I'm still sad about it. Another... Oh my god, there's so many! I mean, that's luckily, like, both of them have been extremely short. So it doesn't really matter that much, but... That's Cope, bro. That's Mad Cope. Is this the same one? That's the same fucking one. I'm losing my goddamn mind. which is the intended experience. Okay, yeah, I am just looping. This entire section might just be a no exit. But that's, I mean, I think, and this is something that I think this developer has figured out very effectively, is you don't need, you can make dead end areas just so long as you turn them into loops that have an exit point. Because then the player is less likely to figure out that they're, like, they might, in fact, they're likely to figure out they're in a loop, but they're unlikely to figure out that it's a dead end loop, because eventually they will simply take the path out of the loop, and it will lead them back on progression. Okay, we're definitely hearing it here. There's our generator. Just gotta find a way to hit it. Can I pick up a exit? Okay, it looks like there's something over there. So I'm generally trying to head over this way. Yep, there's our exit. Can we go from here? Not quite. Where was it's right there. Okay, so we need to figure out how to maybe like this. Okay, this is another one of those loops. Loops. Okay, how in the heck am I gonna go there? Maybe I have to go up a level first. Okay, just generally trying to make my way in that direction. No, I don't want to go back down again. That's the thing. Oh, it's just a fall. Shit, man. How in the hell? Seriously? Seriously? Is there no connection? It's fucking annoying. Alright, let's try a different angle then. I don't think this is gonna be fruitful. Christ, it's so fucking dark, and I think I'm just about to loop again. Yeah, this is the fucking... Oh my god. Let me go. Trapped. I'm trapped. The McDonald's says no, you're never going home. Okay, please let me leave this section. Okay, alright. Let's try that again. Let's just start by looking for a way up, because if we can just get over that, that might be the play. Okay, is that a stairway up? Not one I can reach. Okay, we're on ground level now. Though I don't think that's gonna help us. I do think we need to be high here. I mean, fucking if you're playing a game like this, you gotta be high. Okay. Okay, can we reach that? I don't think so. No. Bro, I can't see jack shit in here. No? Oh my god. Man, you gots to be kidding me. And after I heaped on so much fucking praise, this is how you repay me. Oh, at dead ends. It all comes crumbling apart in the maze room. Good God. I want a way up there. I need altitude. The maze meta has always been up. Upwards. Upwards and onwards, as they say. I'm going to fucking throttle someone. I can't see anything. You've put me in a dark maze. You've put me in a dark maze where I can't even tell where the walls are. This is gameplay, baby. Jesus, kind of fucking sucks. Am I moving? Am I going anywhere? It's very unclear. This is just a dead end, isn't it? Yeesh, man. Oh. Yeah, this is a dead end and I know it. This is just gonna lead me back into you don't know where the fuck you're going, hell. Man, I get the use of darkness. I think you maybe went a little bit overboard here. Bro, I've been trapped in the spider's web. Dude, is there a way out? Christ almighty, alright. Fucking finally. I don't want to put myself back into that dark hell. I need upwards. I need upwards mobility. Is this upwards? Okay, thank goodness. Alright, more upwards. I can't reach that one. But I'll find a way. Find a way to go up. Up, okay, yes, finally. Okay, no. This is good because... maybe not. I thought the ceiling meant we needed to have a slide up, but maybe not. Okay, we've officially made it over to the correct side, at least, I believe, of the room. Am I right? Yeah. Okay, so the exit's right over here. So should I be able to find a pathway down around here? No, I can find a pathway up. I don't really want to be going up anymore. Down is kind of the play right now, I think. This leads me back into the dark area. Though I know there's an exit down here. Because I kept fucking running into it. See if I can find it downwards. No, we're back on this side. We were on the wrong side again. Whatever, you know what? Yeah, let's go more fucking upwards. Why not? What's the harm at this point? The hell is this? Where am I going? Now, surely you've got to give me a way down at some point. No? Just continuing to go up? How big is this one? I don't even hear the generator anymore. Okay, alright, so we know there's an exit over there. And I'm 99% sure there's an exit right over there. So, ideally I can... I mean, this is the zone I want to be in right here. I kind of want to go straight down from here. So if I can kind of find downward slopes in this vicinity, that should hopefully get me where I need to go. I don't really want to take this, but let's see. I feel like this generally takes me just slightly out of my range. Okay, I see downwards. Hold on. Okay, so that downwards is... Does this lead me there, perchance? I don't think so. I need to hit blue. Oh, that's another level down, isn't it? That's where we started. Okay. Cool. Okay, now we're back on this side of it. This is another option, finding the way downward here. Now we're on the wrong side of it again. Oh my goodness. Squidward! If I can find... Come on. No, I've said this a million times. I've said if I can find a way down here a million times. I've never found one. It ain't happening. I'm too far out. That takes me fucking way too far. I mean, at this rate... What do I have to lose other than my time, which I'm already wasting? If I could orient myself... Haven't we been here? No, don't fall. Actually, maybe falling's the play? We're on the wrong side right now, but... Oh, this is genuinely frustrating. Okay, okay, this is... We need a way... Down... Okay, hold on. Please. Okay, this is a new zone. I think we've re-entered. Okay. Okay, so okay. How are we gonna get there? Can we loop this to the left? Okay, we can loop this to the left. Turn in here. Okay, I'm back in the bumfuck darkness. This is not good. Nope, that's not the path. This might not have been the play. What does this do for me? Are you serious? Oh, for fuck's sake, man. I think we're like directly above, but it's not that one. Notably, it's not that one. Okay. So right there. It is that's it. I need to... But we've been here before. I know we've been here before. We've played these games before. It's not where I want to be. God damn it. No. Don't tell me this is... Oh. Dude, assuming these are placed randomly, like stuff in the other levels, this has got to be the worst fucking spawn for this generator. I mean, just absolutely atrocious spawn location. And this room sucks so badly. Fucking finally, holy shit. Yeah, okay, green done. I could try that. I don't fucking trust myself. Get me the hell out of here. I just gotta, like, retrace my steps. This room is bad. This room is not well designed. Like, I'm gonna be real. Montreluz, I'll glaze you for a ton of your design decisions. This room ain't it. This room is just frustrating and kind of boring and sucks. Don't like it. Don't care for it. I'm not feeling liminal at all. Just feeling like I'm stuck in a goddamn maze. Okay, at this point, I'm trying to remember how I got out. I think it's this way. Just backtracking is the way to go here. Backtracking is entirely the way to go here. Just remember your genocides, human. Okay, so around here, yeah. Okay, so this should be a way to get out of this godforsaken room. Is you turn that, you turn this, you turn around this way, go back here, down there, down this slide into the bumfuck dark, down this way, over here. Okay. Thank goodness. I sucked. 2 down, 2 to go, and I'm still missing a key. You know what? It's a bit spooky, but at least it's not a fucking maze. Nope. You stay away from me. I'm sick of you. Oh, I have to. Okay, at least this one doesn't look nearly as bad. I'm not even sure I want to go up. I think staying ground level might be the play here. Oh! I was, like, feeling kind of sick from that, honestly. Oh! New room! Castle room! I have the key to this one, don't I? Yes. Okay. Okay, quick palate cleanser from that. Okay. Genuinely poorly designed area. Oh yeah, now this is okay. Yes, good palate cleanser. Now I'm in a movie theater. Oh hell yeah. This is rad as fuck. Oh, to the guest room. Would you like to be a king? Giraffe. He used to be the Toys R Us guy. Ooh, yeah, I was talking about this. Party, aesthetic is one of the few party room, not party room, playroom vibes that I actually think is, kind of, cool. Nice to see that here. Am I looping? I think I might be just going between 2 doors. Well, I don't recognize the pig. Oh, it's fucking dark in here. What the hell? Yippee! It's your party. It's everybody's party. No, I think the party space definitely has a lot of potential as a creep dynamic. Checkerboard floors, okay. You've got me interested. Got me kind of creeped out. Hoo-hoo, this is very maze-like. He's dark. He's dark in these corners. I think I've explored this, right? These are the two doors with the... Yeah, okay, alright, so... In that case... Go down this way. I understand the run not being a toggle, because you want people to walk through this slowly and experience it, and I do get that, but I think it could be a toggle. Oh, this is potentially really good. Oh yeah, the arcade space floor. Oh, this is actually potentially peak. Lot of gifts laying around. Who was they for? Don't remember if this is where we started. Okay, so the inside of each of these castles has their own party theme. That's generally what I'm picking up. And I haven't heard a generator from pink, blue, or I think yellow, which makes me think green is gonna be our castle of choice. Have I been into purple? It is possible, but I'm not sure. Does purple have an entrance? There we go. There's an entrance to purple. Yeah, no, this is good. This is a very solid. I use this exact same aesthetic to create a pretty creepy and dangerous moment in a TTRPG recently. It's always nice to see other people appreciate the this. Oh, I hear the I'm literally so like invested in the the power of this particular aesthetic that I'm just like ignoring the fact that I hear the generator. It's in the dark. There it is. Okay, that is 3. This one was quite easy. I mean, I guess compared to the slog that was Maze Room, it was bound to be. It's a shame, because this aesthetic is, like, so much better, and I'm already done with it. I just want to chill and hang out, but we still have a key left to find, which means I have to go back to Pastel Room, dude. Ugh. Castle and Toy. The first half of Toy I did not particularly care for, but the back half of Toy was incredible. Toy and Castle were really good. Maze sucked. Pastel is like kind of mid, but I mean it's kind of the hub, so I can forgive it to a degree. Is that just cuts all the way to the end, so I kind of have to go through this castle here. I mean, the floor is giving me very much, the floor and the walls are giving me, what am I thinking? This is fantastic. This is incredibly good. Oh, and the fucking okay. No, this is really, really strong atmosphere. This one might be the strongest yet of the castles. The fuck was I saying? Yeah, the floor and the walls are giving me movie theater, but the ceiling is almost giving me, like hotel lobby. That might be a thumbnail. I'm not sure, but that might be a thumbnail. Very solid. Now, I'd love to stay and hang out, but Maze Room did kind of kill my interest in playing this for 10 more hours, so I want to go back to Pastel and find that key. I don't want to go the way we came in, because that means going through Maze Room again, which means I need to find another exit. And surely another one of these castles has an exit, because everything seems to be linked together, so it's just a matter of figuring out which castle does it. I don't think it's blue. This just leads me onto the corner. That's not helpful. I mean, this is especially noticeable in Playrooms. I think it was true in all the maps, especially pool rooms. Eternal Suburbia, not so much. But this was noticeable in pool rooms. Really, Munchaloo's really likes making the maps big, like larger than, like not necessarily like the maps themselves big, which I mean obviously they are, but I just mean like each specific room, which definitely adds to a level of the depth and everything. But given how big everything is, it just means you spend a lot of time walking through very large rooms, which is why I think the run could be a toggle, because otherwise, like, I mean, you are appreciating it, but you're spending a lot of time appreciating the same thing. Like, just walking through this room would take me fucking forever. Where's this gonna take me? Aha! Pastel! Perfect! Perfect! Okay, just where I was trying to get to. Alright. We have to find one more key. Oh, hey, nice! Let's go. Gotta find one more key, and then make our way into Skyrim. Skyrim, I think, is one of the ones that's very close to the entrance. Door-wise. Ooh. And I've said it before, I'm a sucker for this. Amigara Fault Room. Okie doke. What's up here? I'm trying to remember which areas we found keys in. Because I feel like the level, the pastels is split up into 4 sections. Each with a different color, but I don't remember which ones we grabbed keys in. So I don't know which one we want to be generally pursuing. I'm guessing Skyrim would mean blue. But I feel like we've already found a key in this area. Oh hey, it's the castle. I would dare. I did that one. Oh, jeez. Stop. Ah, man, it's tough. I feel bad. I want to keep analyzing a lot of this stuff, but May's really overstayed its welcome. In a way that just makes me feel uninclined to talk or think, which is bad. It's not good for me. That's not what I want. I want to be talking about this. It's just, ooh, this is interesting. It's fun, almost like a classroom type beat. No chairs though, just the tables, all perfectly positioned. Still finding new stuff though. Stop. Stop indeed. Okay, so we've made our way to yellow. Okay, this I do believe we've been to. This is a very famous, popular room we've entered many times. By many, I mean at least 2. If it wasn't for the polka dot floor, I'd be like, oh, this is kind of like an airplane hangar. Okay, that's gonna take me back to pink. Pink, I think we have found the key in. Although we might be going back there anyways. The problem is I don't know which one we haven't. Okay, I guess there is one thing I could talk about, and that would be the... Oh, this is fun. The way this level provides gameplay through the finding of keys and generators which is different from in the previous levels. It's always been one thing, right? It's like the flashlight, and then you find your way down, and then it's the door, and then the key, which just takes you to the next area, and then it's just searching for doors. I'm mixed. I think here's what I'll say. I think personally, as someone who does not mind just the exploration without really much direction, the just looking for the door worked fine. Having that sort of that marker of progression through an item worked fine. The keys and the generators make it feel a little gamey in the sense that it's like you've set up. The other maps don't have a hub. You know, like the other maps, it's very much like the whole map is the map, whereas I feel like this map is very much split into distinct parts, which is not a bad thing per se, but it does make it makes progression feel more defined, which you kind of lose the sense of just, you know, oh, it's just a place that I'm in. And it's like, no, it does kind of feel like a game world made for a game. Which I'm personally a little bit less keen on. That being said, I will say I don't think it loses that much, and I think for a wider audience, this is a vastly superior way to go about things. Giving players in general more feedback is something that I felt was very rough with the original Guest House, was just the complete lack of feedback the player got on their progression. And I think this maybe kind of almost takes it too far in the other direction, but I think it works. I would say in the future, I think this is a very good median of giving the player something to chase without entirely just turning it into a video game. You still maintain a lot of that exploratory nature, which is a good thing. Is this the room I'm thinking of? Yes, it is. Okay. I have a general idea of where we are now, although a lot of my brain space that was going to mapping out this area has left and gone into mapping out Maze Room. So I'm gonna have to kind of reacquaint myself with this area. So to that point, I think it's good. I don't think we ever found anything in red area. Unless that, like, spiral staircase was in red area, in which case we did. Red would be toys, wouldn't it? So we actually probably did finish red area, because red would be toys. Although, what the fuck is blue area? Is this blue area or green area down here? Because green would be maze. This is blue, probably. This is almost certainly green. But I also don't recognize this room, so we will continue. We will continue. But yeah, I guess to finish that thought, I don't think it's ideal. But I think it's probably the closest to perfect any of these levels have gotten. In terms of progression. And I liked the lack of progression in something like Pool Rooms, personally. Because Pool Rooms, I think the way the map was designed, it never... God, okay, so green is definitely... I'm gonna call this greenish. So this we've definitely found. Pools, I think the way the map was designed, it prevented the need for too many progressions markers. And you had to, and after you did get the progression, there was two very distinct parts of the level, which I think helped a lot with that. And you get that too. You get these like four, or I guess it would be five distinct parts of the level, which sort of adds to that, and it keeps things interesting, especially because I honestly, Pastel, kind of a boring aesthetic. These rooms are kind of like completely empty, which is fine because there's those other aesthetics also lumped in here. If the entire, thought I heard something there. If the entire thing was just Pastel, this would be boring as shit. But they do play into multiple aesthetics, and even here you do occasionally get like the switch. Okay, yellow. Did we ever find a key in yellow? I feel like we did. What room even was yellow? I don't recall. Fuck you. I have been there though. Have I been this way? It's possible. Yeah, okay. Don't know if I've been this way though. Back. Okay, this is different, I think. Like, this is, you still the blue, but it's kind of like a blue instead of a teal. Now we're back in pink. Okay. Okay, this is a test, I'm just curious. Okay, this you can go under. It's just specifically the shorter ones. This guy, fuck. I mean, this is a good Nexus room. But the problem is I've only been here like once. I don't fucking... Doesn't help me. I don't remember. Oh god. Maybe if I just keep taking... Oh! You scared me there, horsey. You look like a big-ass graham cracker. But hey, I mean, it's something new. Definitely still seeing new stuff. Okay, so this is where there was a key. Okay. And we came down this, if I recall. I think we came down this, yeah. Did we? Fucking, I don't remember anymore. And now I'm lost. Again. On my own. This path, the only path I've ever known. Need to find a key. Don't know where to look. Been in this room. I've looped. I don't want to go up in the egg area, but let's go up in the egg area. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, I see. Haha. Alright. Is this what I think it is? No, it's not. Okay, this is a different room. Okay. I don't know if we've been here. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just because I am very familiar with the pool rooms map by this point. But this feels significantly more labyrinthine than that. Pool rooms I felt like I was able to get a grasp on pretty reasonably, whereas here I significantly, I mean a lot of it is just because of a lot of the stuff is samey, Which, you know, pool rooms was to an extent as well, but I think it's more so. I feel like it's just significantly easier to get lost. This is either the way yeah, this is exactly the way I came in. But, you know, sometimes you just gotta go. This feels new. Unless I came in down it the other way, in which case it's not new at all. But who's to say? God. I will never escape this room. It's a fun room, but I'll never escape it. There's one more key hidden somewhere. This room I've been in. This is this room. Okay, I know that room. Let's go this way. I know I've come out of here before. What is this? Okay, that's Legoland. That was fun. I liked Legoland. My good friends. I'm gonna be real, if I got jump scared there by one of the friends, I might have thrown up. I'm tired right now to the point where a sudden sound and movement I think would make me potentially vomit just because I'm just like, oh my god. Oh. This feels potentially new. Is this new or old or? It's hard to say. I mean, keys are normally on these types of things, but I don't feel like it picked up a key from here again. It must have. Red. It's so hard to track which of these I've been down. If I could find that big horse graham cracker room again, I might be able to start spreading my search in a more scientific manner. Here again? Wait, this is not the same one. This is a different area. This is a different staircase. Huh? There's multiple? Okay, if there's multiple, then that means... What is this? Okay, so... That means this is, like, significantly... This is, like, the hub. This is, like, we're, like, back at the beginning right now. This was, like, all the way back here? Interesting. Okay. So this, generally, I think, takes me back to the intro, right? This takes me back to Toys. And Toys was on the right side of the start? I think this is the start, right? Yeah. Okay. And Skyrim is this way. So if the Skyrim door is this way, you woke up. Something. Yeah, this is the Skyrim. Okay, so I'm gonna assume the Sky Key is somewhere nearby. Is that a bad assumption to make? Honestly, maybe. It might be a terrible assumption to make, but it's an assumption I'm gonna make right now, just because I feel like this area I have not explored very well. I wanna stay ground level and kind of spread the search. Okay, this I have been in. Okay, so this is where this is. Okay. And that's that, so I can go up this way. I'm not sure if I've been here yet. And this is this room? Okay, so that's where that leads. Interesting, interesting, because I never came out of this door, so it is good to know where this goes. So this loops back around to this guy. Very good. So in that case, I could try going up there, but before I do that, I want to see where this door goes, because I don't believe I entered it at any point. Oh. It's not. These almost tell a story every time. It's very creepy, I like it. Hey friend. Yeah, you could have jump scared the fuck out of me, and I would have shit myself probably. I'm in that kind of state right now, where I would be very susceptible to it. My, my pessimism shields are down, as it were. It's kind of exploring. Just kind of exploring. That's how they get you. They tire you out with incessant walking. Okay, all right. Now that we've done that, we've generally done a little loop there. Let's go take this path now. Because I was a little bit wary of going to the second floor just as I was starting this exploration. But at this point, I feel a bit safer doing it. Okay, and this leads me to red. That's interesting. One thing this map maybe could have used a little bit of was music. I mean, pool rooms didn't have much. I mean, there was the flashlight, but I really liked how the first half of Eternal Suburbia used music. The second half, I think, would have been better if it was localized, but I like the songs. The songs are jams as fuck. The songs are part of what kept me like really engaged in Guest House, because I really liked it, but I think like having it come out of speakers would have made more sense. I'm insane. I'm going it insane. But especially some of the other rooms, like not having in Pastel, I understand. But I think maybe the other rooms could have benefited maybe from some localized tracks. Just a little something. We've been here, we've been here, we've been here, we've been here, we've been here. This is all the sky room. I never found this key. This is like the very first path we took when we first played. Did we explore everything properly here? I think we started by coming back this way. Is this... Yeah, that's the room I'm thinking of. I don't know if we ever went this way. It does feel familiar. Back to this Nexus room. You... Okay, I think I've now gone through, like, 3 of these. I'm gonna have to start using you as a... check mark. What is that? Hold on. Those are just balls. Okay. It's like, what in the fuck? Hold up. This map's kind of longer than I anticipated. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, we did already find a key in this section. It's that one. It's that one. Why can't I find new keys? Only old ones? Okay, I feel like I've taken all these routes. This room feels kind of new. Oh! Yes! Okay, 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 okay. You know what? You know what? No, 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 no. We will track back. We're not gonna track back. We're gonna track forward until I find something recognizable. Because this means that we are in a new area, potentially. I just want to get a sense of it. But then once I see something that I recognize... Oh, that's cool. That's interesting. I will beeline. Oh, this is like the same room, but it's dark. Huh. Okay. Okay, hold up. Maze... Did I ever find... maze room... in Pastel? I don't think I ever found that connection. So this is all new. Okay, I'm reinvigorated with fighting spirit. The playrooms almost got me. I almost lay down and gave up. But I found the key, and now I know what I must do. I must find the sky room. Hi, dork. Okay, okay, okay. Hold up, hold up, hold up. This is very well-known area. This is very well-known area. Let me try and... No, that goes there. That goes there. If that goes there, then is it this way? I think I generally know how to get back. I think this is the entrance back here, right? This is toys. Okay, okay, okay. So this is toys. This is toys. So we hop down this way, hop down that way. This is the entrance. Pump through here. And there we go, there's Skyrim. Let's fucking go. We're doing it. Let me on in. Okay. Alright. Alright. We are making it. Oh, achievement just popped, but my glasses are off, so what does that say? Oh, I just missed it. Oh well. Probably something about the flying high in the sky. Oh, that's where this room is. Oh, welcome to the sky room. Are you good enough to go? Wait, that wasn't even the achievement? What the fuck procced earlier? This is fun. Oh, I can go up these! Yay! That's awesome. Yippee! I was saying earlier how there's not really a need necessarily for the like ongoing progression markers. I've changed my mind on that. I think this level is I mean, obviously it's designed with them in mind. It literally was. But I just mean just because of how samey some of the environments are, um, it's a different vibe from the other ones because you know what the goal is. Maybe not necessarily from the start. Maybe not from the first time you see the door. But once you find the first key in the first door, you get a pretty good sense of what you're doing, and to that end, I think it works well. This is cool. Game stuttered for a second there. It said, "Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa! You're rendering too much, buddy." Oh, a floor switch. Just get lost in the sauce here. This one feels kind of similar to Pastel, if I'm being honest. It's just kind of Pastel with a fresh coat of paint, at least right now. This is a fun place to sit. The green. We got the green. It's funny because you get the like the pitch black rooms and they feel dangerous. Because you can't see into them, but then you have like the blinding light rooms like this, which are equally dangerous, but they don't feel like it. Cause you're like, I don't know, the darkness, like you have an instinctual like, oh, like there could be something hiding in there. But that's also true for the light. But for some reason the ape brain, the primal brain doesn't register it as nearly as much of a threat, despite the fact that you still can't see anything in the room. It's just interesting how the brain works in responses to like certain stimuli. This is, I think we're just gonna loop here if we do this again. Unless there was like a path I missed. Oh, well, there's like several doors and shit up here, so. Rainbows keep on dropping on my head. I'm gonna be real, I'm not even 100% sure what this aesthetic is supposed to be. Like, some of the floors are recognizable to me. But the general, like, sky aesthetic and, like, the rain, I don't know that I've ever seen this, like, anywhere in my life. So it's possible it's just not a shared experience I have. I mean, you could have done like an ice cream truck song or like some kind of like slightly distorted like kiddie music. I think that would have gone a long way in a level like this. Just playing from some speaker somewhere. I am simply looping at this point. I need to find a big way out. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this path one more time. No, we've been here a million times, but I'm gonna go in that door. And then if I loop around again, I'm gonna say, fuck it. We ball. With one of these guys. We're gonna pick up one of these balls and we're gonna go. Red sky, huh? That's not the most normal thing. But hey, to each their own. A lot of fucking balls. Big fan of balls out here. I feel ya. Me too, bro. Let's go, bro. This is interesting. Double decker. This feels like we're looping again. Or not? I mean, this room is really well lit. I mean, like, objectively, it's not. Objectively, this is terrible lighting, but I just mean in terms of, like, vibe. Having a singular light at the far end of a very long room and having a lot of, like, slow darkness creeping into the other side is just a very effective mood lighting. Oh, this is good. I like this. A random, like, not unkempt, but like uncared for bunk bed. That goes hard. Balls. One of these balls is just gonna be a fucking human head. Oh, a crib? Okay, so maybe maybe Skyrim is just kind of a nursery vibe. Oh, my pinky's getting really tired from all this running. Okay, we've been there, we've been there, we've been there. Okay. Let's head back this way. What does that say? Nash. Of course. How could I have been so foolish? Did I come from? I don't know which of these I came from. I think I probably came from there. They kind of hit several rooms here, though. Okay, this feels new. Let's go up some stairs. Ooh, door, door, door. Oh, no. Okay. No, 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 no. We've explored this area quite thoroughly, I think. I'm getting Super Mario 64 inside the castle walls here. Almost. Go to sleep. Oh, that's kind of creepy. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Why? I get the feeling if I go to sleep, I ain't gonna wake up. Text? I mean, obviously you have things like Toys Room and Sky Room or whatever. I mean, those, obviously they're like human text. They almost interpret just as, like, for the player. But the go to sleep, like, that doesn't have a function. So that feels slightly more ominous. Like, oh, hey, yeah, no, you're not alone. Whether it's another creature or whether it's the creature itself is the building is unclear. I don't like that room at all. That's incredibly good. That is very, very solid work there. Another fun room with the lighting that just does not reach nearly far enough. Talk with me. It's okay. Okay, I didn't see that the first time I was here. You know, this kind of harkens back to the original demo of the graffiti on the walls of, I think it's Bob was his name. And I thought, I said at the time, and I was a bit sad to see those go. because I felt those with the monster, I complained about them. With the monster, I said these don't make sense because you're encouraging something, but then after encouraging that, you make it a bad ending, which just feels anti-player. So I was not a fan of that. But what I did say at the time, and I was a bit sad to see them go, was you keep those there. You sort of imply that there's something in here with you, but then you never put it in. And so you create that feeling of trepidation, and it never has a payoff. And it just sticks with you the whole time. You're just never sure if there's something in there. But unfortunately it got removed, and I was like, oh, that's a little bit of a shame. Castle room. But I understood, like, why they left. Because, you know, if you don't have the monster, I guess you don't want them. That's fine. Putting them back in here, really effective. Really effective. Talk with me, it's okay. Go to sleep. Like, Nash, you see Nash, and you're just like, okay, that doesn't mean anything. That's like, haha, the building is trying to do words. It's so funny. But then it starts, like, writing out actual shit. And, like, the sentences get longer and more coherent. That's very good. That's very, very good. I like that a lot. I was kind of feeling like this was just Pastel 2.0, and to a degree it is. But the few things that are in here that sort of differentiate it from Pastel, I think work quite well. The text is definitely a big one. Okay, so that is where the soccer ball and the Argentinian flag and the two chairs are, so I don't think we've been down here. So this is new. Although this we have been to, I believe. Still haven't heard a generator nowhere. But now I have that... Okay, so this is where the castle room is. Now I have that fear in me. Now I have that fear that that something capable of either producing or mimicking English writing is here. What is going on? That's so funny. From far away, it almost feels like a separate thing, but then you realize it's just how the door looks. No, I'm intrigued now. You've successfully intrigued me with this this writing. Great place to reinsert it. I mean, in pool rooms, I do think it was a little bit out of place. But you know, any map can benefit from graffiti. I think that's fine. But having it in playrooms is really good because that's like it's like the kid thing, right? It's the children. I've been walking these halls for a long time, and I kind of am doing the same circles. I don't know, kids are fucking creepy, dude. Kid stuff is kind of disturbing. I have done so many of the same goddamn loops. I feel like I don't think I keep taking the same paths. I think it's just that there's a lot of stuff that loops in on each other here. I think I have been pretty good about taking other paths pretty frequently. But a lot of the stuff just goes in. I don't even know. I feel like if there was a generator in this section, we would have found it already. So I feel like we kind of just have to find a door to another section. Dude, these are like completely dark. Have I been down either of these? Surely.
And the last one is a different shape. Clouds on the ceiling. This is new. This looks significantly new. There's our generator. It's somewhere nearby. I hear... Is it over there? That's our elevator. That's our way out of here. Interesting. Huh. I didn't even think we were going to hear that. I thought that was like a kind of like a separated section. Okay, here we go. Generator is here. Very good. There we go. That's 4. How many generators are there? I think that's all of them, buddy. It's funny how you get trapped in like the same loops. And it's just like, I've seen everything there is to see. And then you take one different turn and suddenly everything is new. And there's not a single thing you've seen before, and every path is unique. Just you gotta take one turn. You gotta take a turn. Okay, now we gotta find a way out of here. And currently, I do not remember where that might be. This is more rainbow stuff. We did not have much rainbow stuff near the entrance. So I generally think we're probably in the wrong section. Ah, this area again. Oh, is that... Hard to tell if this is the same room. I think it might be. Let's see. Let's do that loop again and see if we pop back into that room. This is like backward. I came from down there last time. Yeah, okay. Alright. Alright then. Alrighty. The ground is all scratched up here. Back to my favorite area. Here again. Oh, we were on that side? Oh, we just kind of like went all around, huh? This room again. I'm trying to decipher where I started, and it's not clicking. I'm gonna be real. And honestly, even finding the castle room might be enough, but hey, there's something. Is this gonna be the door that takes me... I think I know what this is. Yeah. This was just a loop. We didn't find a way out. I don't think. Castle might have been up here, but it wasn't. That wasn't Pastel. So from here, I don't think we ever uncovered that room with the slide. So I kind of just need to... This was the four-way. Okay, so if this is that... Talk with me, it's okay. That's fucking creepy. Where did I come from here? Did I come down this long way? It feels like I might have. That's that, which means I think I originally came from here. I'm back stepping from here, maybe? I remember exiting from this door at one point. This goes to Castle, doesn't it? I mean, that might be the way to go. Castle. If I could remember, I think it was pink. I think Pink Castle is the one that took me back to Pastel, if I recall correctly. This takes me to where? This takes me... Okay. Is this the same door? No, this is different. I want to say it was Pink Castle. This is where I entered from. Originally. Is there no door here? This might be where the generator was then. It's between blue again. Could have sworn it was pink. There's 4 castles, if I recall. Oh, wait, that's a fucking door? I was here, but I thought this was a dead end. Okay, sure. Shit, I'm lost. Maybe it would have been smart to keep going through sky. Just take us out too. It's the edge. Okay, the first castles I saw were, I think, purple and blue. And then the last castle I went into was pink. So I think pink is our ticket out of here, but I think there might be another ticket out of here between blue and purple. So we've gone that way. So that's not the play. If we could get across that. Let's try down here. Okay, there's purple and blue, so there's probably another exit down that way. But I'm going to hazard that we might be able to exit through here, maybe? Maybe not. I think I'm kind of retracing my steps at this point. I feel like I've been through this door. This is gonna take me to like where blue is. Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay, let's try something different. And no Green Castle. I did not get anything out of Green Castle. Blue and purple. So I think that down that way might be the way to Toy? No, that was the way to Maze, and I kind of want to avoid going back through Maze if I can help it. I don't know if I've ever been to this one. Oh, I have, yeah. Like the first one we did, I think. No way out there. I thought finding my way back through Castle would be easier than Sky, but apparently not. Apparently I continue to be a dumb dipshit. Unfortunate. What is this clicking? Where does this take me out to? Okay, this takes me out to purple. Purple green, I think that's a door out. I unfortunately think this is a door to Maze, which I'd rather not do. Yeah. Uh... No, no, no. I was like, is it worth it? No, it's not. I would say let me retrace my steps now that I'm like here the way I entered originally, but that's not gonna be fucking possible. What castle were we by when we entered from Skyroom? Was it pink? So, how many castle colors are there? There's pink, blue, purple, and green. I don't think green was the way we made progress, but green's kind of all that's left at this point. So maybe I'm misremembering, and maybe green was the way. This is a generator. Well, when we found the generator, that's like the last thing we did. We were pretty close after that. Also, I said green didn't give us anything. Green literally gave us the generator, and I'm stupid. Whatever castle it was like pressed up against a wall. Because that was our way back into Pastel. I don't think it was blue. And blue's pressed up against a wall here, but I don't think it was blue. Where are the doors at? Okay, that's the entrance again. Touch purple again. Came in where I exited. Cool. Stuck. Is purple just really small? I can't find another exit out of purple. I really think pink is the answer. Although it could be this, whatever this is. Because this doesn't seem pressed up against a wall. Oh! I have just realized for the first time there are several purples and several blues. Which has been fucking with me this entire time. Oh, that's devious. That never even registered to me. I was thinking surely there's only one color of every castle. But there's not. And I've been assuming there is, which has been fucking with my sense of direction. Generally just want to be heading... I feel like this... There should be a door... Surely if I keep going in this direction, right? No? The hell? This takes me out of... What have you done? No, this is still purple. Okay. Wait, that's the same one I came in. I don't want that. Go on the other side. I lit up all the generators. And I don't know how to leave. What? What? I'm sick of this. Oh, let me go home. Yeah, we're gonna try pink again. I feel like there's a castle that's like up against a wall. I mean, they're all up against a wall, I guess, but... I never noticed that fucking jello there. I've been in this room so many times. It's my first time noticing that goddamn jello. I feel like I've taken this route so many times. And it's still not right. Not right. Bro, I should have stayed in Skyroom. That was bold of me to think I'd remember anything I fucking did an hour ago. What do I take myself for? Did I just loop? No? Dude, nothing makes sense. This is Flan Room. Green. That's the way. Is there two oh my god, I don't know how many castles there are anymore. That's the way to Maze. I know this place has at least 3 exits. Because I've found them before. And I'm pretty confident I know where the maze room one is. How did I let this happen? How did I let myself get so fucking turned around? Where's our generator? Oh my goodness. Ugh. I'm so close. I'm so close to the end. I don't know what's what anymore. Is this pudding room over here? Gelatin room, whatever the fuck I called it? No. Oh, it's not. I don't know anything. Okay, Gelatin's room's like here. It's like back to the left over there. So this is potentially... Is this... What's going on, game? I see this floor, and I think to myself, yes, this was the way to go. This is the right path. I should continue on this path. But then I'm not sure if that's actually true, or if that's just my brain being like, ooh, I like this pattern. It reminds me of when I was a kid. I should stay in here. I don't know which it is, man. Oh, I had such a good sense of direction with the first map. I'm just fucking wandering like a dipshit. What is this? This is new. This is a door to blue. Is this Skyrim? This is Sky. Sure, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I might be better at this. I don't know. I don't know how the fuck to get back to Pastel. We're gonna try this again. I don't know. I don't know. Is this the four-way? No, this is not the four-way. It's a different room entirely. I don't even remember what the fuck this is. Have I ever been here? Should I go down this path? I feel like I've never been down this path, which means no, probably, right? What the hell? Okay. That's fine. That's a loop. We can redo that loop. That's some kind of unique door. Is this to the... No! Ah! Okay! Okay! Oh, this is easy. This is easy. I know exactly how to get back. Okay. Okay, we're like right by the entrance now. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. We go through here. And we turn. Okay, oh, everything's lit up. Open sesame. Another room. It's the escape room. Oh, I love those. I love escape rooms. I hear it. I hear my way out. The fuck? How am I going back? I ain't be going forward. Huh? Huh? Door? 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 Oh, I just looped. I just looped. Hold on. This is just a big fucking loop. You trying to trick me? How did I accomplish that? This is where I was. That's the Skyrim up there. Thank you. Come back soon. Probably not. Oh. It's funny how these levels make you just be so happy to hear a fucking annoying beep. Yes, level 188. I'm guessing that's small. Oh, that was exhausting. That was exhausting. Not bad. Like, that, not bad, but I mean, it's intentionally exhausting to some degree. Ugh. Huh? Hey. Don't do that. Who was knocking? Who? Fuck you! Okay. That's another level complete. Okay. Thoughts. Thoughts. I have to give thoughts. That level, mixed bag. A lot of good. Some really good stuff. Some exemplary stuff. Some of it was the maze room. Okay, so let's start with the good. I think this map probably has the best use of lighting and shadow of any of the maps. I do like what Playrooms did generally with it. I think all of the maps have actually done a really good job with that in different ways at different parts. The first segment, the day and the night cycle of Eternal Suburbia Section 1, I think is well done. The big difference between the upstairs and the downstairs of Playrooms is really nice. But here it incorporates really well into each section with long rooms that are half lit and dark corridors that you need to turn your way around. It works really, really well here. And it adds a level of trepidation that would not have been there otherwise. So excellent work there. A lot of the props in this one, actually, no, I'll leave the props for later because I think the props were maybe a mixed bag. No, let's go into props now. I think this is a good time for props. Props was a mixed bag. I think some of them were used really, really well. Some of them were very helpful for creating sort of nexus rooms, as I've sort of come to call them, as like points that have a lot of exits, but that you like frequently find yourself back and you can sort of use to rotate around a map from. So those were helpful.
The ones in the toy room, in the back half of the toy room, personally, like the Legos and the train sets, were very fun. I really liked those. Um, some of the other ones felt kind of haphazard. A lot of the balls, a lot of rooms just had balls everywhere, which worked sometimes, but sometimes it's just like, I don't know, like why? I mean, I guess that's kind of the point. The sky room had some really great use of props. The beds, both the bunk bed and the big bed, were both really nice. The text on the walls, very freaky. Big fan of those. Very fun to see those come back from Demo 1. With stuff like "You can talk to me, it's okay," or whatever it said. So good use there. Some of them, like some of the cars, the plane, that was all toys. I'm trying to think what other rooms were there. Skyrim we talked about. Maze room, castle room. Castle room, the props are really nice. The balloons, the tables, the party hats and stuff, that all worked super well. The drawings on the walls generally across all of the rooms I think worked really well. You had like doodles, they sort of helped you a little bit with the orientation. Honestly, big props to the floors in this map, which is a really weird thing to give props for, but a lot of the floor textures really worked well. The cityscape carpet, the movie carpet, the arcade carpets, the checkerboard floors of the various styles, the polka dot floor, all of those were extremely well done, and I really enjoyed those. I think the map could have used a bit of music. Again, I think it would have been nice if it was done specifically the way the first part of Eternal Suburbia did it, with localized stuff. This map overall felt, I think, a lot more like Dream Pools than it did like Eternal Suburbia. Eternal Suburbia was kind of linear. Again, I don't know how much it's changed. It's possible it's not like that anymore, but it was linear with like certain sections that you went around in, whereas I feel like both Dream Pools and this were a lot more open-ended. Personally, I liked Dream Pools more. I don't know if Dream Pools is actually designed better or it just prefers the aesthetic. It's possible it's just the second one. But Dream Pools, the pathing felt better to me. I feel like there were fewer times in Dream Pools where I would get frustrated from the fact that this was like the 8th time I would come into a particular room. If there were loops in Dream Pools, which there obviously were, I mean, that's one of the things with the, like, no dead ends. Dream Pools didn't have any dead ends, and so when you don't have dead ends, you end up creating lots of large loops that players can sort of enter and exit out of. And the pools felt, the rings felt large enough in pools, that anytime you came back to one of those rooms, it was not like a god damn it. It was more like an, oh, okay. Whereas I think some of the loops in here, especially Sky Room and Pastel Room. Honestly, even Toy Room for sections, the loops felt kind of small that you were very frequently entering the same sections again. So it could have been a little bit more expansive, but you always struggle. I think the reason it felt that way is because in this map, all the sections were so distinct. Even within areas, like even within Skyrim, you had like the rainbow area and the cloud area, and then in the castle you had like the 5 different castles, which were all like their own separate little thing, which was cool. So I think it was kind of bound to happen, and I don't think it's a bad thing per se, because the more distinct areas you have, the more frequently the player's going to be like, oh, that's new, oh, that's new. And it's just kind of a double-edged sword to some degree. I think where when you get stuck in a loop and you can't really find a way out, you get frustrated quicker, but it's less easy to get frustrated, I guess. Is like if you ideally in the ideal situation you're always seeing something new, but if your brain just happens to start leading you on a loop, you very quickly get tired of it, just from the sameness of it. So there's that. I mean, I was saying it's a lot like Dream Pools. I mean, overall, I wasn't a huge fan of Pastel, but that area felt a lot like Dream Pools. The exploration there felt good. Sort of generally learning my way around Pastel rooms. There's still a few parts of it that I'm shaky on. But at least I would say probably a solid like 30 to 40% of Pastel got mapped out properly. And that felt good. The other rooms, to varying degrees. Toy felt good. Maze was the real issue. I don't think Maze was well designed. It really makes the computer chug. I mean, I have a pretty decent, like, rig. I don't want to say super high end, but, like, decently high end. And, I mean, you got a lot of stuff in there. And a lot of it is linear, is the problem. You have long, like, portions of just walking in straight lines that don't really lead anywhere. And that part sucked. I did not really like Maze. It did not feel liminal to me. There was not much about it. It felt the most video gamey part of the whole experience. Whereas everything else is like exploration based, whereas Maze is very much, I need to get through this, and this is a direct challenge, and it's like not a good challenge. But that leads me into probably my last or second to last point, which is the keys and generators system. Again, I don't think this would have worked in the other maps. In the other maps, I think they are designed around exploration in a unique way where they don't need extra points. The way this map is designed, I do think they help, and I think moving forward, having those more, even if you unfortunately do lose, because here's the thing about like keys and generators, right? Even if they're not people, they kind of are like entities almost, because they're a thing you're looking for. They're an active thing that breaks you out of your concentration, that breaks you out of that sort of the sense of exploration, because you pinpoint on them, right? Like they give you a focus. What's so cool about a lot of liminal stuff is that there's nothing specific to focus on. There's nothing your brain can attach itself to, which kind of leaves you in this wandering state, which is a very interesting psychological place to be. And these goals give you something to focus on. When you see them, it breaks that, right? It breaks that wandering state. It's like, boom, there's a thing I want. And that is a good feeling of adrenaline, don't get me wrong, but it almost plays against the exploratory nature of it. That being said, I think they're effective. I think they're useful. I think they're good. I think moving forward, similar systems of, maintaining a sort of gaminess, a sort of sense of progression is a good thing, because one of the struggles of like Eternal Suburbia was a lack of that in like Guest House. So I like it. I think it's not a perfect system, but I think it's an elegant system that sort of makes Dreamcore more accessible to more people, because a lot of people are not going to want to sit here for 3 hours walking through the same fucking 5 rooms over and over again. I mean, even my patience wears a little thin on that after a while, and I love this stuff. So I think that's good. The map, overall, I think it has its issues. Overall, I think it's quite good. I choose to experience these all in one sitting, because I think the sort of madness that it creates in your brain is kind of fun, right? Like I feel like that is the most authentic stuck in the backrooms experience of there is a frustration, there's a layer of frustration, but it almost adds to it, right? Like I think ideally the coolest way to play this game is just play until you start seeing the same stuff and you get a little tired of it, you take a break, you put it down. The game is very lenient with checkpoints. You put it down, you go do something else, you come back to it later, you keep playing. That is the most chill way to play it. And ideally, I feel like that is how a person should play it. Because you will forget things. You won't build a mental map as well, I think. But you also won't get as frustrated by seeing the same stuff again, because you'll kind of forget that you saw the stuff. Whereas I could sort of go into this with the, like, no, the frustration, the anger at the level is part of the experience, because it's like, if I was really trapped in the back rooms, I couldn't leave, right? Like, it's like there's times where it's like, I just want to exit out of the game and just teleport back to the beginning, but it's like, no. If you're like, when you're there, this is part of the experience. And so that's a funny little thing. But I do like that. I think in the future, despite the fact that I think it kind of messes with the sort of exploratory nature, it's good. You give the feedback, you want that. I liked this map, generally. I liked it more than I thought I was going to like it. I went into this thinking this would be my least favorite of the three, just because I don't really vibe with the aesthetic. But honestly, it was pretty good. Especially in that first half before the frustration started to set in. Really, I think the turning point for me was Maze, where Maze really tired me out emotionally. After that, it was just harder to like analyze and appreciate stuff. But before that, I mean, there's this stuff I was saying early on in the stream about how the map feels alive and how the map feels like it's trying to take you and consume you into itself. And it has this personality of not having a personality that was set onto it. And I think that's really interesting, and I think this map achieves that very, very well. And I think that's one of the defining things that really makes this so effective, and I think it does that better than Eternal Suburbia. So I'm going to rate it above Eternal Suburbia. This is, of course, noting the fact that I have not played the new Eternal Suburbia. I really need to go and do that. I just don't have the time right now. But right now, I would probably say the version of Eternal Suburbia I played, despite that being my favorite of the three aesthetics, which is crazy to me, it really just goes to show you how important game design or level design is, and versus aesthetic. But Eternal Suburbia is probably my third favorite. It's not a bad map by any means, but I think the version I played was the weakest of the three. That might change when I go and I play the new guest house. In second place is going to be Playrooms. Again, not my favorite aesthetic, but I think it took a lot of what worked in pools, and I don't think it did it as well, but I think it did it differently. And I think for people who do have a strong affinity for the Playrooms aesthetic, I could see this being their favorite level. I personally found Pastel kind of boring. I personally found Maze extremely frustrating. Toys was cool. Sky was alright. So it was sort of like each one was kind of a toss-up, but the fact that you have more different aesthetics, they're more evenly split, you have more things to do, I think could easily make this somebody's favorite level. Personally, I still think Dream Pools is the coolest level in this game. I think the vibes are immaculate. I think the pathing is really cool. I still think it has the best pathing out of any of the three levels. The loops are big enough that you don't get frustrated. There is enough uniqueness that you generally feel like you're making progress. Like it's not as obvious as Playrooms of the different rooms, but you have sort of the gardeny area. You have the churchy area. You obviously have the basement, and you have all these different things that I think make that very effective. Overall, this was great. A lot the stuff I've said in the past, the stuff I've said in the video that I made about this, it still applies here. This is still Montreleu's working on full form. I'm honestly surprised Montreleu's was able to create this at the rate he did. Clearly, he was working on this while he was working on the other maps. I was thinking, like, how did you get this out so quickly? Weren't you still making updates to the other stuff? But clearly, it was already in the works.
So props to that. Really looking forward to the next one. I mean, keep it up. I mean, when I played the first demo, I saw a lot of potential, and I really feared the game was going to go down the path of just not hitting that vision and becoming another Backrooms game when it clearly had the potential to be so much more. And the fact that the dev took that pivot, they took that feedback, and not from me necessarily. I mean, I think I contributed. I think I was one voice out of, a good many that were asking for the creator to stick with their original vision. But I think the pivot that they made after Bob demo was really effective, and I really don't think there's anything quite on the market like Dreamcore. Whether you want to play it in short bursts, just sort of experience the liminality. I mean, there's some great fucking rooms in all of these maps. I mean, regardless of which one you're playing, regardless of how linear it is, there are some rooms that just hit different, man, and it's wonderful, and it's lovely. Whether you're doing it like that, you're just sort of experiencing it, you're playing it cool, or you want to go for the more quote-unquote authentic experience of letting yourself get frustrated and stewing in the fact that you are stuck in this maze and you can't get out, I think that's also a valid way to play. I think that's fun in its own right, even if it is kind of taxing, because that's the point. I'm a masochist. What can I say? But regardless, I think it's such a unique game, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what Montreluz does next. So if you're here, thanks for joining. That's my thoughts on Playrooms. Winner, we got the 188. I don't know what. Let's find out really quick. What is level 188? I don't know the direct name. Oh, National Flood Warning. That's no good. Backrooms 188. The windows. The windows? The courtyard of windows? Oh, but didn't you already do it? Was it not 188? I'm not sure. Anyways, yeah, it's gonna be exciting. So anyways, thank you all for joining. I don't know when the next stream is gonna be. I'm working on my own game right now. It's not been streamed because of that, but I just not been streaming to focus on that. But I saw this came out and I was like, I can't not play that. I need to play it. This is like one of the games that I will drop like everything else I'm doing to get a stream in, because I really like it. So thank you much, Luce, for this wonderful game. I hope you enjoy. If you watch this, I hope you enjoy my experience, my frustrations, my cheers, my good stuff, my bad stuff, and just have a great day, everybody. Good night. Wonderful. Love you. Bye.